Hello everyone, welcome to Topic of the Day. In today's video, we will be discussing about Biodiversity Beyond National Jurisdiction Treaty. It is also known as Treaty of High Seas. So recently, the fifth round of negotiations for an international legal treaty that is to protect the marine biodiversity beyond the jurisdiction of countries has started in New York. So before discussing about the treaty, let us see what is the high seas. So these are the parts of the ocean that are not included in the exclusive economic zones, territorial sea, or internal waters of a state. The high seas comprise nearly 45% of Earth's surface, and these are exercised under the conditions laid down by the rules of international law. Now let us discuss about this treaty, that is the Treaty of High Seas. It is an international agreement on the conservation and sustainable use of the marine biological diversity of areas beyond national jurisdiction that is currently under negotiation at the United Nations. It is being developed within the framework of UNCLOS, that is United Nations Convention on Law of Sea. Now, why there was a need for a global treaty? Firstly, to conserve the biodiversity in areas beyond national jurisdiction that lie outside countries' 322-kilometer exclusive economic zones, that is EEZ. Also to decide the rights of companies that undertake exploration for biological resources in the high seas, that is about intellectual property and royalties. Then for increasing the anthropogenic pressures posed by existing and emerging activities such as fishing, mining, marine pollution and bioprospecting in the deep sea. Further on, it is to be noted that there is no single global mechanism to establish marine protected areas outside the state's territorial seas. Now, if we talk about some other initiatives in this regard, in the global level, first of all, we celebrate the World's Oceans Day. The Glow Litter Partnership Project is a project between Government of Norway, the International Maritime Organization and Food and Agricultural Organization that is aimed to reduce the marine litter. We also have a mission, Restore Our Ocean and Waters by 2030. Then there is MARPOL Treaty, an establishment of 1982 United Nations Convention on Law of Seas, that is UNCLOS, and India is a signatory to the MARPOL. Now, at the national level, we have initiatives like Blue Economy Policy for India. We have Plastic Waste Management Amendment Rules 2021, and we also have India's Indo-Pacific Oceans Initiative. Now let us talk in brief about the United Nations Convention on Law of Sea, that is UNCLOS. So UNCLOS is an acronym for the United Nations Convention for the Law of Sea. The convention is also sometimes referred to as Law of Sea Convention or the Law of Sea Treaty. UNCLOS came into operation and became effective from 16th November 1982, and India became a signatory to the UNCLOS in the year 1982 itself. Now, this treaty replaced the four Geneva Conventions of April 1958, which respectively concerned the territorial sea and the contiguous zone, the continental shelf, and also fishing and conservation of living resources on the high seas. Now, as per UNCLOS, the sea is divided into four parts. Firstly, we have the territorial waters, then we have the contiguous zone, the third one is exclusive economic zone, and then we have the continental shelf. It defines a distance of 12 nautical miles, that is approximately 22 kilometers from the baseline as the territorial sea limit, and a distance of 200 nautical miles distance. Now, when we talk about the exclusive economic zone, it is an area of the sea in which a sovereign state has special rights regarding the exploration and use of marine resources, including energy production from water and wind. So this was a little bit about the topic. Now let us take up one practice question. Consider the following statements. First, the Treaty of High Seas is an international agreement on the conservation and sustainable use of marine biological diversity of areas beyond national jurisdiction. Second, India is a signatory to the United Nations Convention on Law of Seas. Now, which of the given above statements are correct? You can write your answers in the comment section below. So, as we know, both of these statements are correct. Therefore, the correct answer is option C. And with this, we call it a wrap of today's edition of Topic of the Day. I hope you liked the video. I will see you with some other topic tomorrow. Till then, take care and do stay tuned.